Jayalalitha's support is felt at Narendra Modi's fast. 2 AIADMK MPs are participants in today's hunger strike. While the court ruling is termed as a big setback, Jayalalitha says she doesn't view this as a step back for her in the assets case. Amma takes no chances, meets the nominated AIADMK mayoral candidates ahead of the local body polls. It's sad but very true, Chennai's basic public toilet facilities are either in lacking or are miserably unfit for use. Youngsters in Chennai on a unique initiative ahead of the local body polls to make councillors more accountable. While the BJP blames police excesses, Krishnaswamy alleges that the Paramakudi incident was politically motivated. Your rights as a consumer laid bare in English and Tamil with Rajiv Agarwal's Consumer Guide. And yet another batch of officers pass out of OTA at a smart ceremony this morning in the city. Good evening, you're tuned into the news tonight. I'm Natasha Duraiswamy and we're about to bring you a news-packed bulletin from across the state and the nation's biggest stories this evening. Here are those headliners. Narendra Modi begins his 3-day fast for communal harmony, saying Gujarat has set a world example in good governance. But is Modi on a fast track to elections 2014? LK Advani and Arun Jaitley says the party has several big leaders. BJP ally Sharad Yadav says 80% of India is always on fast and they go unnoticed. 6 kilometers away from Modi's fast, Congress veteran Shankar Singh his fast in protest. Another person injured in the Delhi High Court blast dies at a Ram Manohar Lohia hospital. The toll goes up to 15. India extends support and assistance to the Libyan Transitional Council ahead of the UN General Assembly. A vintage World War II fighter plane crashes at an air race, killing at least 3 people, injuring more than 50. Let's bring you our top story tonight. Is Narendra Modi on a fast track to elections 2014 now? Amid music and song, Narendra Modi began his Sadbhavana or Amity mission, praising his state and claiming that Gujarat's development has become a talking point across the globe. As the Gujarat Chief Minister arrived, he was greeted by the leaders gathered there, and he then lit a ceremonial lamp as chants of Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram could be heard in the background. Interestingly, images of Mahatma Gandhi and Sardar Patel rather than Sangh Parivar icons looked down on the stage at the giant convention centre in Gujarat University. Playing to the gallery, Modi claimed that Gujarat had seen growth, development and communal harmony in his 10-year-long reign.
याद है 2003 में हम इन्वेस्टमेंट समिट करने जा रहे थे। उस समय के चर्चाएं याद कीजिए, अखबारों को देख लीजिए, सबने कहा था कोई पूंजी निवेश नहीं है। अब गुजरात में की और कोई देखेगा नहीं, ये सबने मान लिया। लेकिन हम उस आपदा को भी पार कर गए और विकास की नई ऊंचाइयों को प्राप्त किया। वोट बैंक की राजनीति ने देश को बर्बाद कर दिया। और जब हम सद्भावना मिशन लेकर के चले, भाइयों बहनों, मैं दूर का देश और मैं विश्वास से कहता हूं, ये सद्भावना मिशन की सफलता का मतलब है वोट बैंक की राजनीति का मृत्यु करना।
Well, top BJP leaders are in attendance, but there's also support for Modi from the Akali Dal and even the AIADMK. AIADMK MPs Thambi Durai and Maitreyan shared the stage with Modi in Ahmedabad this morning. According to reports, Jayalalitha says it's a gesture of goodwill and not about political dynamics. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Jayalalitha has praised Modi's fast and has said that Narendra Modi's hunger strike is on the lines of the policy of communal harmony and secularism.
Mr. Narendra Modi has announced that he is going on a fast for communal harmony and peace and amity. This is also in line with our policy of secularism and maintaining communal harmony and peace. Mr. Narendra Modi ji spoke to me on the telephone and said it would be, and asked me to send someone to felicitate his fast. So I have decided to send our two members of parliament, group leaders, Dr. Thambidurai and Dr. Maitri.
Ma'am, does this mean a change in the political dynamics?
Not at all. You're reading too much into it.
Ma'am,
this is just an expression of goodwill, and there is nothing to find fault with this fast, because it is for the express purpose of maintaining communal peace and harmony, fostering communal peace and harmony.
Ma'am, would you
And there's no criticism from Arun Jaitley for Narendra Modi either, stating that Modi's track record has been completely clean and undeterred by criticism thus far.
What is the significance? What is it, just Mr. Modi trying to achieve something, or is it a larger BJP part of a larger BJP plan?
I think it's an initiative that he's taken. He has a style of functioning, and he always sets a positive agenda for himself. And then he's undeterred by any form of criticism. Therefore, in the last 9 years, he had a positive agenda. He didn't answer the criticism which was being made against him. And that positive agenda was, A, he brought about a huge amount of economic development in Gujarat. Not only India, the whole world notices it. And B, he made sure that after those unfortunate riots of 2002, Gujarat sees an era of peace, which in 20-30 years prior to that had evaded Gujarat. Having achieved both these, that's a good track record in the last 9 years of social harmony and economic development. I think with this fast and calling it a part of his government Sadbhavna mission, he's now set this twin agenda of economic development and social harmony. And I think between the two of them, and knowing his administrative and campaign abilities, he seems fairly determined to push it. His program answers the criticism, he doesn't answer it himself. And then he looks forward and responds to the situation by his future course of action.
But this social...
And as many see this fast as a big step in Modi's emergence on the national stage, L.K. Advani said BJP has several big leaders.
I can tell you that the party has several such leaders who can deliver and who have the capacity to discharge any responsibility the party gives them. And so far as this is concerned, there is hardly any doubt. And therefore, I refer to my blog of yesterday.
Now, while the entire country was engaged one way or the other when Anna Hazare went on fast, Jayalalitha maintained a studied silence. But on Saturday, two of her MPs, who can count themselves among her close political think tank, hot-footed it to Ahmedabad with Modi on a Sadbhavana mission. Is the third front beginning to align itself ahead of 2014 Lok Sabha elections? That's a big question. It may surprise some, but not many, that V. Maitreyan and M. Thambidurai are at the Narendra Modi fast as Amma's emissaries. Jayalalitha herself has termed it nothing more than an expression of goodwill. Clearly, she doesn't want political analysts to read anything in the tea leaves.
वोट बैंक की राजनीति ने देश को बर्बाद कर दिया। और जब हम सद्भावना मिशन लेकर के चले, भाइयों बहनों, मैं दूर का देश है और मैं विश्वास से कहता हूं, ये सद्भावना मिशन की सफलता का मतलब है वोट बैंक की राजनीति का मृत्यु करना।
But with US congressional report on Modi being seen as a potential prime ministerial candidate, could it be that the first pause for a third front are being moved on the political chessboard ahead of the 2014 Lok Sabha elections? After all, the two political heavyweights have always enjoyed mutual respect. Remember, Narendra Modi not only attended Jayalalitha's swearing-in ceremony as the Chief Minister on May 16th, but he also tweeted the event as grand as the victory. Of course, Jayalalitha has been non-committal on supporting Modi as a prime ministerial candidate, saying it's all a hypothetical question and would comment only when such a situation arises. Right now, it's all a support for communal harmony and peace. Will that support broaden? In Chennai with Bama Ravi, Natasha Doraiswamy for NDTV Hindu. Well, aren't public restrooms meant to be a basic necessity for every citizen? Well, that is correct. We ask that, we question that thought on the other side.